Hello, good morning. This is Gaurav Panda and welcome you to the fourth day of this great event, the IDCA's T20 National Championship, the 7th edition of it. The first match of today's game is going to be very interesting. Maharashtra have won the toss. They have decided that they'll bat first, and that is how this game is going to be exciting indeed. Because early on, whatever it is, you will get something from the wicket. You will get something from the bowlers to first ball. And straight away, extra bounce. Where does that come from? Well, from the very first ball itself, you got the bounce that you wanted as a bowler. But pretty surprising, if you ask me, to be honest, because yesterday ball was keeping low, right? Yesterday, it was the lacquer bounce that was in the news. Now, straight away, in the first ball itself, we got the extra bounce from the length. Avi actually did quite well here by not losing his wicket, and Bigness, as we know, has the ability to do that. Now changes the length of the ball, keeps it a lot fuller, keeping the batter guessing here. Last one was slightly on the shorter side, I mean, compared to this delivery, of course. But in two of the deliveries, one thing was sure, that he was right on the money. That fourth stump, fifth stump line. This also shows how this wicket's properly rolled. That was a nothing shot. That was a nothing shot. Could have been an undoing of him. Thankfully, that was not connected. That's what the Maharashtra will be hoping, because every time you come on to bat, even if it's a 10 over a side contest, it's a morning match, remember. It's a match starting around 9:15, 9:16. So that's where things get serious, because as a batsman, as an opening batsman, you got to be very careful about playing your shots. Again, this time a lot wider, and hence the first run on the board in the form of a wide. Maharashtra once again don't want to have any pressure whatsoever of batting second, that is chasing a target. So they want runs on the board early on and then try to put pressure on the opposition. Let's see if they can succeed. Yes, it's a bright sunshine day. It's a day where you expect the bowlers to toil hard, but still you get some breeze early on as well. So you can use that to your good effect. You have a new ball. You are one of the best bowlers of the tournament. Why not use it? Again, trying to bang the ball in. Doesn't have the pace to do that this time. Single taken, 2 runs on the board. Avi and Indrajit are the two openers. Avi, if you look at him, it's someone who commits to the front foot very early. Then he changes his shot. So it's about trying to surprise him sometimes, to bowl the back of length deliveries. That will definitely work against Avi. Now Indrajit on strike. Let's see how he does. Interestingly, he has his third man in place, and Asleep is a lot wider. Trying to go over, didn't quite connect it at all. Straight to the hand of the fielder. First wicket has come, and how easily has that come? That was a nothing shot from Indrajit, and this is exactly how they've lost the wicket. First wicket in the very first over itself, something that is not new for Maharashtra. They are celebrating, and celebrating every bit of it. Disappointed, absolutely disappointed is Indrajit, and he has to be. This is the very first ball he was facing. There's no point playing that, so he wanted to go over the fielder's head. Had no idea about the pace, had no idea about the bounce, and he perishes. That's it. First wicket in the very first over itself. It's 2 for 1. Again, cotton ball chance. And it is taken gracefully here, 2 in 2 for Maharashtra. And you have to say that they really have no idea what's happening out there. Maybe a two-paced wicket, maybe something that we can really talk about it later. But what is happening out there? Delighted at the bowling unit. And yes, bangs the ball in. That was the key there. And had no position to play that sort of straightforward catch. A well-judged catch, I have to say. That's wicket number 2 that goes down. 2 for 2. I told you about this being a very pleasant day. As far as the weather is concerned, it's going to be nice. Yes, bright and sunny, all right, but earlier, especially in the first innings, it will be pleasant. But it has only been pleasant if you are a bowling side. Wicket, and that too in the very first over itself. Play and a miss, play and a miss. What are the shots that they're trying? And look at this particular shot. Yes, it's a wide, all right. It's a wide all right. Look at that. No footwork whatsoever. Absolutely no footwork. By only playing through his hands. And that is something that he has to be very careful. This time again. Hard to understand what Maharashtra is doing at this point in time. 2 runs to be taken out of that. This was not short of that fielder there. Could have easily been another wicket. Again, one of the shots, this was pitched very full, all right, but again one of the shots where there is no footwork whatsoever. It was played by his hands only. And if you want to survive in cricket, you know, if you look at the history of cricket, only a few players have survived by playing with their hand and eye coordination. You look at the history of it, probably 0.1% or even less than that. Rest of the batters, the rest of the successful batters, they all have good footwork, as they call it in England, that you have to be a good dancer to be a good batter. Five for 2. Delighted the bowling unit. They know everything about what they're doing at this point in time, and completely opposite for Maharashtra. Because if you look at the way they have batted so far, it's that thing of uncertainty. Again, late into the shot. Oh! They're finding every chance now. And they're giving every chance to Maharashtra. That was also not far from the stumps. That's a stage of the game where, you know, every ball producing some drama or the other. It does have a fielder at point, deep point I call it, and third man. Not necessarily deep point. I think it's a bit towards that sweeper region as well. Straight away the fielder at deep third man comes into play. Now that is a good shot. The difference between the rest of the shots and this shot is that this shot was actually played with a lot of lot of maturity, and the fact that he waited for the delivery to just run it down to the third man. And that is a better shot on this particular wicket rather than playing it by going forward. That's what I mean. Yeah, you can do that when you get set, that not when you have only faced 6 deliveries or 1 delivery for that matter. He's taken him on, but only to be at the wrong end of things. Yes, yes, yes. Wicket number 3 goes down. I have no idea what's happening out there. Maharashtra losing the way, and the latest of them is the most bizarre one, you have to say. Have a look at this delivery, way outside the off stump. He wanted to hit it over mid-wicket, and you can't do that when things are new. Have a look at the fielder as well. Fantastic catch this. Not an easy catch. Just did well and did everything that was possible, and that's how they picked up another wicket. Look at the score again. 7 for 3. They're struggling. Yes, there's something early on for the bowlers I mentioned, but if you play through the line, you'll get the value of your shots. Another single. This time it's an easy one without any drama whatsoever. That's a news too. 2 overs done, 8 for 3. Nicely played for a single. Yeah, so if you look at the trivia, some of the trivia of the tournament, of course, the highest score coming in from the match of Kerala versus Odisha, 103 for 5. That was the highest score. The lowest score is 24 for 9. Telangana doing the lowest of the scores against Madhyanchal. Highest chased score is 67. That is by Jammu and Kashmir, of course, against Delhi. What is the average score? Well, the average score of the first innings is 79. The average score of the second innings is 57. So clearly batting first has been better so far. Meanwhile, batting first has been quite tough here. 9 for 3 in the third over itself. That's the thing about tournaments like this. Brings up something or the other. Some exciting talents, some exciting bunch of guys, and of course they will bring something or the other. Oh, just shot from the fielder. Single taken though. I was mentioning about some of the stats of the tournament, and the other thing, of course, is that Tamil Nadu has been one of the best sides of the tournament, winning 3 out of 3s, and every department is completely, taken care of. It's covered nicely. Yes, and if you look at the top run scorer of the tournament, it's Sudarshan from Tamil Nadu, of course, scoring 71 runs with an average of 35. And with a strike rate of 177. That's quite a stat. Manish Jain is not far behind. He scored 70 runs. Sushil Yadav 64. Birender Singh 64 as well. So very much like good competition going on between these players. Not a lot of difference between the first and the second. And to be honest, not a lot of difference among them as well. So good to see that. Competition is something that takes any event to the next level. And you can see that from here as well. And if you look at the points table, in terms of the wickets, Sudarshan also has the highest wickets. Clearly one of the clearly Sudarshan is the highest scorer of the tournament. He is the highest wicket taker of the tournament too. 7 wickets in 3 innings with economy of 3.67, average of 3.14. Nice shot that. This time it's timed well. Go and stop that, says the batter. Yes, shuffling across and playing a very confident shot. May not be a classical shot, but definitely a boundary. Very important one if you are in that squad, because Maharashtra has locked 3 of them. Now this is the latest boundary, and this takes the score to 14 for 3 in 3 overs. If they're going at 4.67 per over, and you have to say that now it's about saving wickets, it's about going for runs too, going after runs in fact. And Answer batting on 2 from 3 will be thinking about just going to the second or the third gear, because most of the time what happens is, or the problem with modern day cricket is, most of the batters know how to bat in the first gear. There's no problem with that. It's aerial, but it's safe. 2 more runs added to the total. Coming back to that point, yeah. So modern day cricket is all about going in the first gear, and of course then trying to go to the 5th. There's nothing in between. And if you want to be a great player, oh, overthrow, run out chance too. It was not taken that well. It was not taken that well. So they'll be getting some runs, and coming back to that same point again, that it is, if you look at the history of the game, and the greats of the game will know how to bat in each and every gear possible. And that is the reason why they're great. You mentioned about Sudarshan being the highest scorer of this tournament. Oh, brilliant delivery. Coming back with the seam too. We have not seen a lot of seam movement here. We have seen a lot of swing early on, but this looked like a seam movement to me. Nice to see that. Now that will create doubt in the batsman's mind that if it was swinging earlier, if it swings, it's fine. But if it seems, it becomes very difficult because it comes from the wicket. And with the semi-new ball also, you can make a lot of difference. You'll expect this. Expect this. No, big shot up in the air to dive from the fielder. But a very important boundary from the bat of Answer here. That's new. That's new in this innings so far. 20 now the score. 20 for 3. With that 6, of course, 26. Last ball of this over. It has been an expensive one in terms of what has happened earlier in the context of the match. Left arm fast bowler. I think the one good thing that he did in the last ball was to pitch it slightly on the shorter side and then try to bring it in. This is exactly what it should be. Perfect. Good comeback from the bowling. 26 for 3. Another single added to total. Yes, mentioning about Sudarshan being the highest scorer of the tournament, 71 runs. One thing he's done is that he's batted in different gears. I remember yesterday he took a lot of deliveries early on. Was not even batting with a strike rate of 100, and that is almost a crime in T10. But the way he came back was fantastic, and something that rest of the batters, rest of the teams should look at as well, that if he can do that, we can do that too. Oh, how good is that? How good is that from Sudarshan? That is the reason why he is at the top. If you talk about the wicket column, and he's also at the top as far as batting is concerned. Oh, another nice delivery. The wicketkeeper wants a wicket out of it. Umpire's unmoved. Just trying to bring the ball back in and then using that line to keep the ball as straight as possible. Sudarshan, coming from the land of Tamil Nadu, of course, has a lot of Rabichandran Ashwin in him. Especially when Ashwin used to just come in the late 2000s, of course. 2010, I mean, and then, of course, we saw him in the Indian circuit in 2000 till 2017, maybe. That was exactly his accent. Now he's changed it a little bit so that he can bowl his cannonball a little better. But this is the old Ashwin accent. Another single, meanwhile. So what makes this team so special, if you look at the bowling side so far? That they have players who complement the other players. And by that I mean, if the fast bowlers bowl well, the spinners come in and do their job too. If one of the bowlers go for runs, the other bowler try to make it up. Slog sweep, it was a nothing shot. Chance of the catching as well, and don't be surprised, this is a fielding unit that is tremendous indeed. And guess where it was picked up a wicket? It's the man amongst the wickets, Sudarshan. The headline is done for yesterday, the headline is done for today too. The man from Tamil Nadu has set the stadium on fire. 29 for 4 now. Over the wicket. Another chance. No, not quite. But every time they play the ball up in the air, it creates an event. Maharashtra, 29 for 4, struggling. They need to be keeping an eye on the average run score, and that's how you should go about it. Wicket, another wicket, wicket number 5. It doesn't stop at all. But every time they played the ball up in the air, it was in the air, and again nothing short. Short selection will definitely be questioned today. Another wicket, wicket number 5. Over number 6 is going on. Only 30 runs on the board, 5 wickets. Shuraj coming in and picking up a wicket. To everyone who's tossed the delivery has picked up a wicket. This is how this game has gone so far. Maharashtra winning the toss, deciding to bat first, losing its way, and trying to make a mark is Avinash. He'll be getting up the mark with that single too, presenting the full face of the bat. Terence now on strike. He's the one who has faced 9 deliveries. Should have an idea about the wicket. You don't say that too often, but when the team is in trouble, the man who has faced more number of deliveries should take the responsibility. That should be the message for them. Steps out, hits it along the carpet, walk for the fielder at the deep. He did. In fact, he completely missed it. Now, first of all, I thought that was taken nicely. Of course, running from a fair bit of distance. Yeah, running from a fair bit of distance, then sliding, but couldn't quite holding the ball that well. And that's how they have got that boundary. A very important one for the batting side. Where are the runs? The question. Some of the slight misfield singles probably can be the answer. Last ball of the 6th over. 35 runs on the board. They're not still going at 6 per over. At least we'll try to make that with this ball. Oh yes, no, not quite. Dot ball to end this over. 35 for 5 after 6 over. 7th over on progress, 41 for 5. They're still trying to find a way here. Vinas batting on 5, Terence batting on 14. The rest of the teams are getting ready for the next match too. Quite an atmosphere here in the East Coast Railway Stadium. And the best part of it is if you look at each and every player, so many players playing. It's a big tournament, so many teams, you know, 4 groups and 19 teams. Steps out, takes a single from that. Yeah, so if you go randomly and look at each and every player, then you'll find one thing, that the energy, the dedication is there. That is why this cricket is more exciting to me. They don't want to give easy runs to the opposition if they're bowlers. They want to be very special if they're batting. That is down the leg side. Talking about easy runs, that is a bit of gift. Some runs taken from that. Aditya trying to be little straight on that occasion. I think the idea was right there. The execution was not. He wanted to be very straight so that if you miss the line, you're gone. I think got little straighter than normally it should be. Last ball, let's see how he finishes. And a very important sweep shot. And a boundary to end this over then. Brilliant shot. Take a look at how beautifully was that done. Just giving him a lot of time. And then picking the right spot. That was the beauty of the shot. End of this over. It's 49 for 5. $50 for 5. 8th over going on. They'll be trying to go to 70 here. If they can go to do that total and then the kind of bowling they have, they still have a chance, I feel. 18 from 15. And Terence clearly holds the key here. Another play and a miss. They say when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And Terence looks like a tough player, so definitely should make the most of this situation. Team in trouble, who do you turn to? You turn to the player who fights for you. Turn to the player who is mentally strong, and Terence definitely is that. We have seen that before as well in this tournament. and this is a very important match for Maharashtra. Oh, that's a half-hearted shot again. Oh my goodness, it's a missed field. It's a chance that was not taken that well, I have to say, but that was a nothing shot again. Not expected for someone who has been so sensible throughout the day. What has happened there? I mean, is there something on the wicket? Is it a two-paced wicket? Now, in the very first ball of the match, we saw extra bounce. We saw the ball bouncing from length, then some lack of bounce. And look at this particular delivery. I mean, was he trying to bowl the slow one? Or is it just coming a little slower after pitching? That's the key there. He's on the slow side, I know that. Yes, it's on the slow side. They're not getting out of this deja vu, they call it. Another wicket has gone down. 52 for 7, and this is the latest of it. No roll of the arm. It's just about keeping it in the right areas. Another nothing shot and a wicket. Maharashtra lagging behind, 52 for 6 now. Matter of 4 wickets and a matter of 9 deliveries. That's the way Tamil Nadu is looking at it. So that's amongst the wickets today too, 4 for 1. And knowing him, he'll try to pick up 2 more. He's a very greedy bowler. Look at him, just tossing the ball off, creating chances. That's what the bowlers do when they know that they're at the top of their game and they won wickets after wickets. It's important to be greedy. It's important to look for wickets. You see the greats of the game talking about the value of wickets once. I remember Mutha Muralidharan was asked whether you will take an economical spell in T20 or a spell where you have more wickets and more runs considered too. He said, I don't mind going for runs, I want wickets. And that's what each and every bowler just loves to do. Sudarshan, even in a 10-10 format, is not afraid to bowl the flighted ones. Look, it's the 9th over of the match. And you know that Maharashtra is far behind. You don't want to give easy runs to the opposition. But still, he has the courage to go for the flighted deliveries. Good to see that. One of the reasons why is the highest wicket taker of the tournament so far. Clean him up. There it is. Every bit of what I was mentioning there. Tossing the ball off, keeping it in the right areas, and the batter had no clue on that. He wanted to hit it out of Patia, but that was not to be. Patia, by the way, is a place near to of Bhubaneswar, near to this place where this match is going on. End of over number 9. It's 55 for 7. Again trying to go for the big one, not getting it at all. It has gone high up in the air. And another well-judged catch. They're writing their own script now, Tamil Nadu. They're deciding that they'll do something in the next match, and they're doing it. Some confidence. Completely opposite for Maharashtra. 5 deliveries left. Still they can get some runs. They can fight here. I feel 55. And they get 10 more runs. 5 deliveries, 10 runs. Not so difficult, to be honest. The only difficult thing is that they only have 1 wicket in hand. Now it's up to the bowlers. And you don't want your bowlers to be in this stage of the game. Batting at this stage of this game, of course. They will come in and have their role when they will bowl. You don't expect a lot from your number 10, number 11. Play and a miss. They'll be toiling hard not to lose another wicket. Not to lose 2 of the wickets, in fact. Another single taken. Just the first match of it. Two more matches coming up. As we know that this has been the tradition. 3 matches for day. 10 matches. And after each and every day, this tournament bringing out something or the other. This match shown that winning the toss, deciding the word first is not enough. If you are playing against a strong side, you got to show intent at the same time. You got to be decisive with your shot making. I think that was completely missing as far as Maharashtra is concerned, because from the first ball itself, the shots that they played is beyond the understanding of a lot of players in that team management itself. Again was hit in the air with no timing whatsoever. The wicket is on the lower and the slow side, I can tell you. But still, you got to apply yourself. Now, this is a very important term in cricket applications. If you apply yourself well on difficult wickets, on wickets where not great for batting, you will get something or the other. You can't blame it on the wicket, because they say conditions are 10%. What you do with the conditions are 90%. And at this point in time, I feel that conditions or the kind of wicket has completely gone in the heads of Maharashtra. Across the line, uphill but pretty optimistic one. Another single will be taken from that. And only a single. Sai Akash will come on and have a go with the bat too. He is one of the talents to look at. Played well yesterday. Played well in the first match. Go and beat us. Try and do that. That's the message. Of course, bringing you live is web streaming, our broadcasting partner. And of course, yours truly, Gaurav Panda, is at the comm box. End of the first innings, 59 for 8. And we will be back with the second innings with a target of 60, which is somehow a cakewalk for Tamil Nadu. Let's see if this is an easy one or not. of the second innings itself, and straight away intent from two of the batters. This is what will go on. Tamil Nadu believes in. Yeah, so Tamil Nadu believes in the fact that scoring runs early on is a matter of things. They really look at the fact that run rate will play an important role in this form of the game, and that is exactly the reason why you could see Tamil Nadu trying to be very consistent with their approach, trying to go bang bang from ball number 1. Oh, that's up in the air, then over the fielder's head. Can it race away to the boundary? Yes, it does. The first one from the second innings. And that is exactly what this player can do. This time it's Sayakas getting a boundary. That was only done. So, was it okay? Yeah, so 4 out of 4, that will mean that they almost qualified for the semi-final. What a team. A team to beat, really. Favorites of the tournament now, Tamil Nadu. And our bunch of guys from Tamil Nadu are of course part of the web streaming, are pretty delighted. I'll probably have a chance to come back when Odisha will do well. Odisha has not played a lot of matches, so let's see if they can come back. There's a bit of Odisha versus Tamil Nadu going on in the com box as well. Dot ball. So Lithamas batting on 18 from 12 and Sayakas taking very few deliveries to get to 26, only from 16. And I'm not surprised. 2 quality batsmen against bowling side which has not looked good at all, especially when you know that you have not scored a lot of runs. You needed to pick up wickets as quickly. Has not happened. Meanwhile, this over comes to an end. 5 overs done. It's 47 without any wicket for Tamil Nadu. What went wrong for Maharashtra? If they try to do a postmortem on this match and how they performed. First of all, not enough runs on the board. The openers, starting from the openers to the middle orders, even for the rest of the batsmen, the shot selection has to be questioned. They say it's important to learn from your opposition in cricket too, and if these guys can learn it from Tamil Nadu here, the way Lithamas and Sayakas is batted, the shot selection, each and every shot has played with a lot of decisions behind, a lot of thinking behind. They're thinking a lot before playing a shot. They know that giving a proper merit to each and every delivery is something that can take you a long way. For example, this shot, it was a good delivery around the off stump. He just placed it nicely and gets a single. That's an example of how you should build an innings. 50 comes off for Tamil Nadu without losing any wicket. That will be a great statement, I can tell you. So something that Maharashtra really missed. What they did is they tried to sort of play extraordinary shots from ball number 1. Lithamas brings out his favorite shot once again, this time going over the wicketkeeper's head for a single. From the very first wicket to the last wicket, they try to hit the ball out of the park, and you can't do that each and every time. We'll talk about that. End of the 6 is 52 without any wicket is Tamil Nadu. At the time when they were just playing with the bowlers, the left arm spinner treated with disgrace, full, and hit it on the onside for a 6, doing every bit of what is required to play that shot. Now scores level, 1 run required for Tamil Nadu to go 4 out of 4. What a team, again telling that every base is covered. Clearly the favourites of the tournament now. On the back foot, he takes a single, and the Tamil Nadu goes victorious once again in this tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, what a team this has been. Go and get that, says Tamil Nadu. Come and beat us. Another match, another performance that they can remember. The dominance of this team, it seemed to be believed. They won this match by 10 wickets. Congratulations to one of the best sides of the tournament, Tamil Nadu. Maharashtra has a long way to go. They need to find a way to come back. This is a big, big defeat for them. But I won't be surprised if there's a bit of whistle podu that is going on in the Tamil Nadu squad at this point in time. Everything going perfect for them. Yeah, the formality, they're shaking hands with each other, but they'll be delighted. This is some Nalla cricket going on, if you add a bit of Tamil into your commentary. And as they call it in Tamil, Vera level. team playing this match. The team that definitely can make a mark. So that's it from match number 1 of today's play. Tamil Nadu victorious, but we have 2 more matches coming up next as well. We'll come back with that. Thank you so much for being with us.